What's up guys, BBSuperfly here with a new video. I am finally here and I want to say a big thank you to everyone that supported me. In this time I've seen some people subscribing to the channel and leaving comments, and I also want to say kind of like sorry because I haven't been uploading in such a long time. Anyways, as you can see, today I have here the BBSuperfly and I am going to review this thing. Kinda.
And the mirrors, like there's actually like mirrors here. I can actually do some cool shit.
BB Superfly. There he is, or she is. I don't know. Whatever. I got this one back in. Fuck. Oh my god. I don't know. It was like when they first came out. Basically, I got this thing from the pre-orders. I was like, this is the first BB Butterfly titanium knife. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I got it from the pre-orders, so I bought this thing at $275 instead of the regular price, which I think it's like $325, $345. I have no idea. Some specs. This thing is a grade 5 sandwich titanium knife with a plain bushing system. Fuck the ZP so it's coming off. So sandwich grade 5 titanium construction, bushings, plain bushing system for the system of the knife. We have Eden's pins, which are really nice because they don't require any screws. That's cool, they're just sandwiched there together. And then we have a 410 stainless steel, which says right here, which is actually pretty cool to have some little detailing on the knife, but I'm gonna talk about that later. Like specs on the knife, but again, talk about that later. We also have a weight distribution system, which is not in right now because I do have these ZP Bison modes, but it does have brass weights, which is the most like particular thing about this knife. It comes with brass weights and then a weight distribution system which revolves, that's a cool word, around the brass weights, but we're going to talk about that later as well. I think this knife looks pretty cool. It is definitely a unique design, or like original design. It's not a clone or anything like that. I do like the way they kind of kept the same elements or the same style like they did with like the BB Fireflies and the Barracudas. There's a lot of lines and circles, and this kind of like really rounded and how can you tell, like circular style, which it's not bad. It's actually like a really good design and it looks pretty cool, but at the same time it's not super original. It's not like the most unique design you can find out there. A lot of these knives uses the same kind of details. I'm not saying that it's like a con or anything, but like that's my opinion at least. For the blade, we have the same old KS blade in this case, but it does come with the trainer blade and the talon blade. I do recommend the KS and trainer for weight distribution kind of thing, for mostly the tip weight. But I mean, you do you. Design wise, it's just a classic KS blade. Looks pretty cool. And then on top of the design, the machining, it's really well done. Nothing feels uncomfortable. Everything's nice and rounded. Everything feels good. Nothing pinching, nothing scratching or anything. Everything it's nice and everything it's smooth, which is really good. I do really like the gym pins. I think they're really good. I am not good at ladders, but these are really fucking good for ladders. They go really far up, they're pretty deep, they're pretty like grippy, they feel good at the same time, like they're not rough. And also the ZP Bison spacers do come with the same, gym pin lines, so you can actually put them on and you're not gonna feel the difference. Maybe you're gonna feel the difference a little bit, but it's still gonna be good. So it's good jimping. Also, the finish on this knife, I don't fucking know what finish it is, but it's really like polished and clean finish. It's nothing rough, it's not like a stone wash, it's like just a nice shiny finish, which I do like. I don't mind, like it feels nice. This kind of finish and just the overall design, it makes me feel like this knife, it's like a robotic futuristic knife in a way. I don't know, that's my opinion at least, I don't know, but it gives me that kind of vibe, which is not a bad vibe, but it's not what I'm looking for in a design in 100%. I do prefer, at least in my opinion, the like stone washed raw finish, and that kind of design, something like Fellowship blades does with like the Medusa and all of his like other knives, that kind of like finish, you know, which I don't know if it's stone washed or not, but it kind of give me that more of a handmade finish kind of thing, which to me I think it looks better and it looks a lot more authentic, because this one looks too perfect and like it almost looks too clean. But that's just my opinion, that's what I prefer. Is the thing popping off? Oh my god, yeah, fuck. Also, if you want to spice it up on the design, you can get these modes from Zippy Bison. They are inserts that goes in there like that. There is spacers that actually has some weight distribution system inside. You can actually get them in 2 different colors. There's a bunch of options. I think you can get them both. They do sell in 2 different like packages, I guess, and for both I think you're gonna pay something around like 40 to 50, maybe a little more, I'm not sure, I don't remember, but that's just a way to spice this thing up. Really want to see BBSuperfly anodizing these handles though. I want to see what kind of colors they can get out, since we never saw BBSuperfly dealing with titanium before. It's really interesting to see what kind of colors or what kind of style of like anodization they go for, and especially with this knife, because you can easily get like a nice dual tone finish, or like anodization, or like a double 2 different color anodization too. Isn't that the dual tone? Probably is. We also have some little detailing I was talking about later, before. I don't know, I'm just dead, my brain is going crazy, but you can see the 410 stainless steel. We have the BBSuperfly. We also have some logos inside, like Superfly, and then there is a logo on this way. No, it just says Superfly, and then I think inside the spacers, like right here, there's like the little logo, so that's cool. Out of the box, this thing comes in like an Arden box, which I can actually show you, which is this one right here. It's like a nice little Arden box with the logo and everything, and it's Arden, and it's actually pretty nice. With the knife there's a bunch of stuff. It's a little messed up because I've been using it and showing it off and, you know, replacing the weights, but those right there, that one right there is the weight, the breast weight, which are cheaper handles, and then there is also the spacer. This is the spacer of the BBSuperfly, which you're basically gonna put where the screws sit right here, so you're actually gonna have spacer and the 2 weights, and you can replace, you can take off the 2 weights but not the main spacer. And with that, of course, the balance is gonna change. On top of that, it's gonna come with extra screws, as you saw, bushings, washers, extra Zen pins, and sound and tolerances. So out of the box, it came pretty much fine with the tolerances. It did go some tap after a few drops, I'm not gonna lie to you. It is probably also because since it's a sandwich design, there is not much spacing between the actual spacers, and you can really do like a widening. That was a weird sound, but you can really do a widening, because of course you can't, like, if you take too much material it's gonna be messed up, but there is not much spacing between the blade and the handle, so it's easier to have contact. Oh, and if I shake hard enough, there is some tap, which I haven't really touched this thing, so it's probably a little loose, but it's fine. And for the play, we have a little play, and out of the box came with basically no play, maybe a little bit. I would say that for the tolerances and the bushing conditions, it's pretty fine, it's alright. Not maybe the most solid knife I ever flipped from BBSuperfly, because like my my Firefly V1 still doesn't have tap, which is fucking ridiculous. I don't know how, but that thing is holding up really fucking well. And on top of that, I do like another thing, which is the way they went for like a slimmer profile for the handles. They did that with the Barracuda, but I do like that they went for something a lot more classic and simple, and a lot more like flipper friendly for this one. So that's pretty nice too. This thing sounds pretty cool. Definitely the G10 mods from ZP definitely changed the sound a little bit, but that was close. And this is ice pick. This thing might be a little dry, not too much. I don't think it's like that dry, but it's a little dry. And also it has the mods inside, but stock, this thing comes with a really quiet sound, doesn't really have that much sound. You need to break it in a little bit to get a little more of the bouncy side of this knife, like to add the more, you know, bouncy sound. I think it's a nice sound. It's nothing too loud, which is good, because some people don't like loud sounds, and usually they're better because it's just easier to flip them around. You're not going to be too loud. It doesn't have any rings or anything like that, which is also pretty much good. I don't mind rings most of the time, but I know that some people don't like rings, which is totally understandable. And this one doesn't have one, so we'll talk about some flipping. So this knife comes out of the box with 2 brass weights for each handle, and the balance of the knife, it's quite the handle bias knife. It's not super handle biased. You have some really good rollovers, they're really sticky, and you also have pretty decent fanning, but you can also notice there is some like handle dragging when you fan with the stock knife, which I didn't like, so I went for one. And the knife with one weight has a little less sticky rollovers, but still sticky, and it has better fanning, but it still had some handle drag, which I didn't like. I haven't tried the knife with no brass weights. Instead I just bought the ZP modes and I put them on, and I think I only have 2 weights inside this one, because this one comes with 3 different weights, 3 different like spheres to put inside, and I took 1 off each, I think, and it's pretty alright. It's kind of like the same-ish as having only 1 weight, but a little less handle weight, so you have better fanning and still nice sticky rollovers. I will try like no weights and stuff like that, but for the time being I only have like 2 weights inside each. This knife, it's a pretty good in general for flipping. It's a really nice flipping experience, but at the same time it's nothing too unique, which is the main thing about this old knife. That's to the conclusions pretty much. I think that this knife, it's a good knife, and for flipping too, it's a really good flipper and solid flipper for people that are looking for just a straight up good titanium trainer, or just a nice titanium beater, something like that. And you don't want to have light blades because maybe they're illegal, or for whatever reason you can't have them. This is definitely a nice option for you. You can definitely have a really nice solid flipper, and it's gonna last you, definitely will, because we do know that BBSuperfly makes really solid and nice products, so this is probably gonna be a really durable one. And if you want to spice it up, you can also get the ZP modes, but that doesn't really matter, because just in general I do think that it's a really nice knife, and I do think that BBSuperfly did a really great job on making this knife. At the same time, I do want to say that it's not that unique. If you're looking for something flipping wise, or even looking wise, but mostly flipping wise, because looking wise it's really depends on your opinion, but if you're looking for something really unique with a unique balance, or something that feels different, this is probably not going to be the one for you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So good flipper, not super unique, still though really good flipper, and really good job BBSuperfly for doing this knife. I think it's pretty cool. I can't flip though, so you know, that's also cool. Yes, this is it for this kind of like review opinion about the BBSuperfly. It's kind of sad that this knife it's probably gonna be completely like covered by the Metco, because a lot of people are probably gonna buy that over this one, which is kind of sad because it is a nice flipper. It is really a nice flipper, and that's it for this one. I want to thank you all for watching the video. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for the support. I hope you can enjoy this video and the new that are gonna come in the future, and hopefully I'm gonna be more here. I'm gonna be uploading more, and I'm not just gonna be absent like I've been for the last 3 months. So yeah, so thank you so much guys, and I'll see ya in the next one. Bye.